This is quite a nice functions question, especially because it's towards the end of the paper. There's nothing particularly taxing in this one, especially part A, which I'd expect anybody to be able to do, which is just substituting 5 into this function. So let's just get that done. 4 minus 3 lots of 5, which is 4 minus 15, which is minus 11. Right, then we've got a definition of a function g. Find the value of x that cannot be included in any domain of g. What does that mean? Well, the domain is the set of values of x that you're allowed to substitute into the function. So what are we not allowed to substitute into it? In other words, what would cause a math error on the calculator? And you can actually figure that out yourself. You've got a calculator in the exam, but think about it. What are you not allowed to do? Well, there's a few things you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to square root negatives, and you're not allowed to divide by 0. Aha! That's it, isn't it? We're not allowed to divide by 0, so whatever x value makes this denominator 0 is going to break the function. And that gives us x is a half. 1 minus 2 lots of half is 0, so you're simply not allowed that value. And then finally, working out this compound function of minus 1.5. There's two methods for this. My preferred method is method 1 here. I'll show you both. They're quite similar, really. Method 1. Start by, remember, this is f of g of minus 1.5. So if we knew the value of g of minus 1.5, we could then just substitute that into f, and we get our final answer. And that's method 1. So I'm going to first work out g of minus 1.5. So that's 1 over 1 minus 2 lots of minus 1.5, which is 1 over 1 plus 3, which is a quarter. And then, as I said, I'm going to fire that into the f function, which just gives us 3.25 as the final answer. And that is it. There's nothing more to it. Method 2 I will just show you because I saw some candidates doing this. This is where you actually work out the compound function f of g of x. Well, that requires us to put g of x into the f function. So in other words, replacing this x here with g of x, which is this whole fraction here. So 4 minus 3 lots of thing, which is 1 over 1 minus 2x. That doesn't simplify much. I'm just going to stick that 3 on top. Because when you multiply a number by a fraction, you can just multiply the numerator. And, you know, we could combine that into a single fraction, but I don't think that would be very useful. At this point, we can just substitute minus 1.5 into it, etc. And if you work that out, you get 3.25.